First taste of playoff cricket in the Leeward Islands. 50 over campaign against Goanna CC. And we'll go over some of the results of the Leeward Islands. And we've been in pretty good form. Obviously, bit of a disappointing into the last episode, really, losing by 6 wickets there. We had a thrilling tie with Jamaica through to 293 for 8. Brown 61. Joseph 83 or 69, taking an opportunity. And we'll keep Sebastian Cooper out of the team today. And yeah, just could have scored a wee bit more. Just faded away towards the back end of the innings. 2 for 51 for the Sri Lankan there at the top of the order. Odin Smith, 3 for 72. Someone 2 for 57. 293 all out in response. Blackwood remained 133 not out of 102 deliveries, 16 balls and a 6. Looked like Blackwood and Glenn would take the game completely away from us. And then it was the Andre Giddens show. 5 for 55, best bowling figures for the Leeward Islands against Jamaica. And he continues a pretty good season with the ball. And it's just managed to get us through with one game spare. It was good from Mitchell, 1 for 38 as well. We had our battles with the ball. But at the end of the day, we got a very good result. And beat Barbados by 6 wickets. Restricted them to 213 for 7 with Campbell 101 of 102. And Barnes and Mayers getting into the 30s. But it was a struggle for the other batsmen. Like, they couldn't really accelerate the innings. And it was just a good disciplined bowling performance. 2 for 31 for Mitchell, 3 for 52 for Giddens, 2 for 43 for Ramdas. Ramdeen and Marley didn't bowl too badly, but got no wickets. And the run chase was a pretty clinical run chase, actually. Brown, 63 of 108, was an anchor for the majority of it. Pelton Poole, 37 of 38, and Carson Murray, 62 of 60. And that was a really, really nice display. Today will be our first game against Goanna Cricket Club in a 50-over game. So we haven't advanced to this round before. We are going to probably keep Charles in. Charles did a tidy enough job with the gloves, so he will continue. We've got an informed bowling attack. All the bowling averaging under 30. Joseph's struggling a little bit, though. But he's been brought in because of his experience at the end of the day. So I'm going to see how this team goes. Like Mitchell, Brown, Paul, Murray, Joseph, our top 5. Charles Gittins. And then you got Joseph, Ramdas, Marley and Mitchell. Marley and Mitchell are a pretty good opening pairing. It is overcast. It is meant to rain later on. So it's going to be probably just going to have to pitch it up and get in good spots straight away. See if we can be quite aggressive here and just maybe snag some early wickets. I like the fact that Mitchell gets it in the right areas anyway, so we'll keep him there. And Marley will be pretty fired up here. Really want to rattle some poles. Abraham, he will be on his way for 9. Mitchell, he'll just look to get into a good length, I think. He's got a pearl of a delivery to Chandapal. And Mitchell will strike. That's a cracking delivery. 2 young seamers doing a good job again. 1 for 20 for Marley, 1 for 22 for Mitchell. Zari Joseph coming in. And Zari Joseph will continue to be reasonably aggressive, but he'll have the field reasonably spread. And he will immediately strike. Savory. Gone for 4. We'll bring in Ramdas. Ramdas at the other end. Yeah, like Ramdas hasn't had the out and out big numbers, but 9 wickets at 23.44 is a promising start to career. And he's going to be amongst the wickets as well. So we've got Goanna Cricket Club completely on the ropes here. There's some big wickets. Just Ramdeen gone for 1. Put some more pressure on their lower order. Joseph 1 for 22. Gittins, who's been in fantastic bowling form, you have to say. Can he strike and get some wickets? Ramdas, he'll continue on. Getting through a spell here. And he will get the edge through the keeper, and Ramdas has got the wicket of Hetmeyer for 47. Big blow. He'll be rotated out. We'll bring in Mitchell here. Mitchell will be looking to get it into reasonably good spots. 2 over spell, and Marley will come in. He'll pitch it up. Just going to try and ask some serious questions of the batsman here. Just about rip through them. And a great inspired bowling change as Marley will pick up the wicket of Sinclair. 127 for 6. Now they're going to really try and ramp up the pressure. Mitchell now pitching it up. Trying to get it in good channels here as well. Really bowled our main frontline Pacey's out big time. Joseph will come in. He'll be quite aggressive as well. He's a hostile bowler for the West Indies. He's got a really good career for the West Indies actually. So he has Harry Joseph, just a handyman just to bring in now. Gittins will bowl it back of a length. We're just trying to rotate that round. 149 for 6. Zari Joseph just been on a RCC, looking to proceed on, in the key wicket out for 32. Get through our spinner. Too many overs left. We'll bowl Marley out here. I think we'll get the field spread. 183 for 7. Trying to really tactically get through these overs here. Zari Joseph. 191 for 7. I think we bring Marley back. I think we just have to try and rip a couple of them out and try to end this innings. 10 overs, 2 for 50. 2 for 40 for Marley. To 11. It's been posted. This is a good fighting partnership here. Shepherd 34 and no boundaries. He's just rotated the strike. It's be a tough chase. Like, it's not perfect conditions for batting whatsoever. 9 overs, 2 for 40 there. Gittins been brought back. Just trying to get this quite defensively now. Speeds it over. It's Sinclair. Keeping Sinclair on for 8. Been handy 40 from Moti. 240 for 9. That's a good performance considering no one reached 50. It's going to be a tough order to chase. We're going to have to play with some really good discipline here. Are we good enough to advance to the final? Some informed players. Inexperienced side though. Runs on the board. This team could fold. Archibald, former Leeward Islands player. Head away for 4. Yeah, felt as though we let them get away there. We tried our utmost to try and knock a few of them over towards the end, but is that 240 going to be just outside of reach? Playing Trinidad and Tobago in the final, if they can get there. It's a good shot. It's nicely composed from Mitchell. Cracking shot, that's 4. 48 without loss. And Brown will be out. That's a good delivery from Archibald. Brown gone for 22. How from Paul. How will the 18-year-old fare in the finals? Had an impressive start to his career. He's gone. Shepherd's got the wicket. 54 for 2. Murray in now. Carson Murray. This is where the extra runs that the last few batsmen got could come into play. Mitchell's gone. 65 for 3. Even more pressure piled on now to the Leeward Islands. We need a partnership. We need these young players just to take a bit of responsibility. is not taking responsibility. That's a dicey shot. He gets a boundary, but at the end of the day, we don't want to see that. We just want to see rotation of strike rate, the singles. And try and take this game deep. Nice shot from Joseph. Middle order is going to be tested. That's one weakness probably in our team at the moment, just the inexperience and just the lack of runs and big crunch games that they're all learning together. Like, this side will be on the rise in the next few seasons. Pretty good one-day group. 4 wins, a draw and a loss. Maneuver it down the ground, that is 4. No 8 for 3. All it needs is one breakthrough and the game's sort of the open again. Charles are next. Exactly the partnership we need just to get ourselves back in the contest. Bit of confidence to pull that shot out, Joseph. 35 or 33, 25 or 26 for Murray. The run rate's not a problem. We're just scoring quite freely still. It's just those 3 wickets concern me. Let's get back with a bit of maturity. 15 runs at 3.8. Murray's got himself out. 26, brings Dwayne Charles in. We just try and play some overs out and just grind our way up a wee bit more. .46 down for Joseph. That's a no ball. That's a bit of a pressure release. So Joseph bringing out 50. And that's a misfield. You can't afford misfields in these games. 52. 10 boundaries in the Joseph innings. 151 for 4. Seems this game is going to go down the wire. Another 50 in the campaign for Joseph. Fitzgerald Joseph is really coming on as a batsman in the one-day game. Like, very much impressed. 165 for 4. Oh, Charles is gone. Gone for 15. Brings Andre Gittins in. We just need to be batting some time out of the game. House and South Dog boundary. Gittins scores naturally quickly anyway, so we'll just hope that he can get himself in and then play a wee bit of a role. It's a very intense game. It's been a good game. It's been a good, evenly fought contest. I feel as though if Joseph bats right near to the end, we may be a good shot at getting through here. Going to treat the spinner with a bit of respect. He's been quite dangerous. Target Archibald. And Archibald gets the wicket to Joseph. 72 off 101, 13 boundaries. And this innings is a bit dicey again. 47 runs required, 4 wickets in hand. Rotate the strike as best we can. I think Joseph may have found the fielder and he's gone. No, he's been dropped. And it's boundary. Crucial boundary. 207 for 6. As Joseph gets the gap. And it's another boundary. 29 off the last 5. Free hit for Gittins. He needs to make the most of this. He needs to smoke it. And he has. That's a huge 6. Takes a wee bit of pressure off. Off 24 deliveries. Still worried with the wickets in hand. Oh, Giddens, he's gone. It's 2-2-1 for 7. We're going to have to rely on our lower order to get it home. Just need a boundary again. Just take some pressure off. And Joseph's gone. Sinclair with another wicket. 2-2-2 for 8. 18 off 18. Can we take this very deep into this game? Streaky shot away. 14 off 12. We desperately need some boundaries this over. It's been a very tight game. That's a crucial boundary too. 232 for 8. Has he got enough on that, Marley? He has another boundary. Redbert Marley, where has this come from? 3 boundaries in the over in a row. It's taken this game on its back, and the Leeward Islands are into the final. Oh, that looked like it was getting away from us. We fought, we scrapped. That crucial 71 for Joseph, but fighting knocks. Charles, 15 on 32, build a partnership. Giddens and Joseph. Giddens and Azari Joseph combined pretty well. And Redbert Marley with 3 boundaries in his 16 has got the team home in a thriller. So we will have another game and episode. And it is a day-nighter. Trinidad and Tobago's home turf. Let's see. I'm going to bring in the class of Sebastian Cooper. Even if he's out of form, we get him in. I think Charles is someone that you just had to build up ever so slowly. I think that's our team. Got to rely on some impressive numbers throughout the campaign. So you can see the current year. Marley, 10 wickets at 26. 12 at 20 for Mitchell. 11 at 22 for Ramdas. 12 at 43 for Azari Joseph, but was good in the last game. Giddens, 16 wickets at 16. So who knows? We may be able to get over the line here. And we'll go straight into it. Good players. Joshua De Silva. Nicholas Puran. Otley has played for the West Indies, so Seals. So we've been asked to bowl first on a surface that will pretty much tire pretty quickly. Marley is going to pitch it up. Mitchell's going to bowl it in a good channel. Marley. Well, that's a good bit of fielding and a direct hit. It's a good direct hit too, because that gets Puran out. Experience. So we get into good areas. And it's could be another opportunity here. Mahan. He'll be out. 19 for 2. 34 for 2 after 10. Nice tidy start with the ball. So we get into just back our channels here now. Make sure we get into his overs. 1 over for 12. Okay, Ramdas will come in. This has changed the spin. Paid dividends immediately. Let's try to hit that out of the ground to Silver, and that is just a bit of a brain fade, to be honest. So they were starting to get on top of the bowling. Out for 20. Gibbons will bowl another over. 2 overs for 17. We might bring Azari Joseph in and give him the keys to fire up and put some heat on the opposition. Puran, and we have got Puran. 27 for 4. Key wicket out 51 of 50. We'll bring gonna bring our main frontline bowlers back now, Marley and Mitchell. They'll be searching for at least a wicket between the two, just to open up the middle order a bit more. 116 for 4 after 27. It's been a good period to play for the Leeward Islands. They've really dried up the runs. Just trying to get through maybe the 5th bowling option. 3 overs for 25, bit expensive today. Joseph will fire up again, searching for that wicket. Sebastian Cooper will come in for a couple of overs. Just going to try and break up the partnership. He just bowls some part-timer stuff. That's the overs number 17. 141 for Joseph. 165 for 4. And you've got Joel Mohabia and Jason Bryan being the linchpins of this innings. Have to get through some spin. Gittins will be back in. Just need to break this partnership. Like, this will ease the scoring a bit. This is brilliant batting. These two are really causing some problems. Need that wicket from somewhere. Sorry, Joseph. Are you the man that can get us that wicket? Finally, the wicket has broken through. Brian has played a splendid knock of 59 to 59. And Gittins has brought the game back into even Stevens. Couple of crucial wickets. Bring young Ramdas in. He's just got to get through an over pretty much. Gittins. Looking to strike again. Marley will come in now. Marley will be rotated out. Mitchell in now. Mitchell will get the wicket of Otley. Trinidad and Tobago will be happy with the runs on the board in the final. They've batted pretty well, considering. Boyce is out. Boyce is a pretty good campaigner as well. Kamari Boyce. 1 for 41 for Mitchell. Last 2 overs going to be bowled by Zari Joseph and Marley. And we've bowled them out. Okay, 278. Trinidad and Tobago probably favourites this on the surface. A fighting effort against Trinidad and Tobago. 3 for 38 for Marley. You end the season on a pretty good note. 13 wickets to 23. Gittins 3 for 62. We end up 19 wickets in the campaign. It was just their other options sort of struggled on the day. So Jamal Brown and Walter Mitchell are going to have to set off in the task pretty well. Boyce opening the bowling. Interesting. Going for some spin. Looking to win our first trophy. Again, it's about setting that platform. That's been the theme of the season. And giving ourselves a shot. Can't be 5 down for 120, because we're just not going to win a game from that position. Mitchell gets rid of the free hit. That's a good job from him. Full toss. Out the ground. Can't bowl there. And we're off to a very, very quick start. And it's found the gap. 50-run partnership. Seems to be a common theme between these two. They just love batting together. Without loss, and it's in the 6th over too, so this is just a splendid start. Taking a wee bit of pressure off the order now. It's gonna not be reactive. Like, if the run rate does go up a little bit, it's just we've just got to get our team established. Take away their ability to bowl us out efficiently. Boyce has bowled 6 overs already. Desperately searching for a wicket though. This is good batting. rotation of the strike will be a bit more important, if we can do it. Yeah, the runs are slowing down just a tad. Run rate's nearly at 6. 50 for Mitchell. Move to 53 or 57. 91 at 6.1 required. The wicket's column is unscathed at the moment. Just a couple good overs again will just bring the run rate right down. Oh, he's just got past the diving fielder there. That shot is just not the shot we need at this point in time. 95 without loss after 20. 184 at 6.1 required. Partnership. Just trying to lift the rate a wee bit again. And Brown's the first wicket to fall. 103 for 1. Goes for a hard fought 33 or 67. Falcon Paul. Looking to be quite aggressive. Very impressed with this 18-year-old. He's got a lot of games under his belt already. He's only going to get better and better. He is out now, unfortunately, but just lost another wicket. Otley strikes out for 8. Brings Carson Murray in. Just got to give yourself a chance. This is going to be taken very deep. Really put the brakes on in this innings. Have Trinidad and Tobago. They've gone with a clear strategy. Oh, that's just a crazy shot from Murray, and he's out. Brings Fitzgerald Joseph in. Oh no, we're just falling. This pressure in the final. Sebastian Cooper out of form all season. And he is not going to trouble the scorecards too much. And we've just collapsed majorly here. 128 for 5. Just think we're 103 without loss. And it's just really falling apart. Trinidad and Tobago are well on their way to victory now. 129 for 6. Take your hat off to them. They've just been class. They just did enough with the bat to cause some problems. Andre Giddens here will get a bit of a license to hit here. He's gone too, so we've lost 8 for 33. Just really falling apart this innings. Just the pressure told. Just a good discipline held their nerve, like when we had that good partnership. And then they, we really got slowed down big time. Marley out now. Oh, he's been dropped. Good wee lesson for the Leeward Islands. They will learn a lot from this. A lot of young guys in the team. They've had good campaigns. Just falling over, unfortunately, at the final hurdle. And there it is. Trinidad and Tobago will be your 50-over winners. Leeward Islands fall short. And that partnership at the start was really good. Welton Mitchell, take a bow. He's had a good campaign. 350s at 45. Like a lot of impressiveness done. Minley, 4 for 31. A great spell from Makino Minley. Yeah, that brats the season up, and we are effectively into the 4-day competition now, where you guys will join us for that second game. So let's see who we're playing in the second game. First will be the Leeward Islands. So join us for that. Smash the like button, share with a friend, and we'll see you for more Leeward Islands cricket.